fans, Beetle Bailey with LockedIn Entertainment and Sports. Today we've got a multifaceted individual with us, also referred to as Coach Trap, Dr. Trap, due to his professional commitment to become the best mentor, role model, trainer, and football coach in the entire country. Heading into his year 8 as football coach and a certified personal trainer, he is living a dream. He coaches both youth and high school football to give back to the community and our future, the next generation. He played 7 years of professional football and earned tryouts with the Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns, Washington Redskins, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Carolina Panthers. Please welcome to LockedIN Magazine, Quan Hicks. How you doing, Quan?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
Okay. Before we get started here, I just want to give you a shout out. My executive producer, John, wanted to say hi to you. So he's down in Florida now to take care of some things. So, but yeah,
that's my guy, man.
Well, let's get into a little bit of let's get into a little bit of the basics. Your football background, where you born, where you played.
Yes, sir. So I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I pretty much played football, youth football, Pop Warner in Baltimore, Maryland, all the way up to about, I'm gonna say my high school years, about ninth grade. Then ninth grade, life got a little rough for me. I kind of got out in the streets a little bit. So I kind of had to change my plans a little bit. One thing I knew for sure is I always loved football. So I always tried to find a way to play. I ended up going to a high school in Baltimore that didn't have a football team, but a lot of players at the school, pretty much it was a lot of kids at the school that were football fans that played football. So we kind of just got together and played football like every Friday, every other Friday, pretty much. And that kind of ended up being my high school playing career. Then from there, I ended up graduating my senior year. And my senior year, one of my teachers ended up coming out and playing football with us. And it just so happened that he had graduated from Morgan State University the previous year. He was a cornerback. So I'm a super skilled player. I could run, I could jump. The other kids at the school tell him about me. Like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna play so he can cover me. And like I said, he was fresh out of college. I haven't played. I was playing with my guys, and no lie, I lit him up, man. I lit him up to a point where he was like, "Oh, when you graduate this year, I'm gonna vouch for you to go to Morgan State." So it kind of, once the year ended, pretty much, I didn't really have the best grades. It kind of clicked for me in my 12th grade year that I really wanted to kind of pursue college a little more than it did my 9th, 10th, and 11th grade year. It kind of really clicked the 12th grade year. So I pretty much just pursued it. I ended up getting into Morgan State. I ended up pursuing, my major was physical education. I ended up having a daughter, my oldest daughter, my 12th grade year. I ended up walking on to the football team before I could kind of get my scholarship situation together. Financial aid I'm gonna blame myself, but financial aid kind of just took the funding from underneath of me. So I kind of had to just drop out pretty much and keep going. From there, I just kept pursuing everything for real. I pretty much just knew that football was my gift. So I tried out for a bunch of arena teams. The first tryout I ever went to was a Philly Soul arena football team tryout. That was about, I graduated in 08. I'm gonna say 2011-ish. It was like in the Philly area. I went out there, did pretty good. I was pretty much like the last guy to get cut, and I wasn't even lifting weights. And the guy that got picked over me was a big giant dude. So I was like, man, if I start lifting weights, then I might got a chance. So I started lifting weights.
What position did you play?
I was a corner. I'm a cornerback. Yeah. I'm a retired cornerback. I play corner.
Mostly defense, right?
Yes, sir. I could run and jump. I could cover people. I was a press guy. So pretty much to make a long story short, I ended up trying out for the Philly Soul, didn't make it, got crazy on the weights that next year, went and tried out for the Harrisburg Stampede. They put me on the practice squad. I ran a 4.38. They put me on the practice squad. I was kind of raw and inexperienced. But from there, that kind of opened up the door as far as my arena career, because I really didn't have to go to pretty much any more tryouts after I had kind of made the practice squad with them. So I pursued that for a few years with that arena football, all the way from about 21 to about 29-ish. And then I started pursuing the NFL a little more around 23ish, 24ish. My first year playing arena ball, I had a really crazy season. I had 9 interceptions and I ran about 3 back. So that kind of got me a little buzz. I was like 21, 22. That kind of got me a little buzz. So I ended up going to the Ravens combine in 2012. I did pretty good there. And it kind of opened up a few doors, and I just kept pushing. I kind of been a free agent for about 5 years, just kept working and looking for my opportunity. The closest I ever got was 2016 with the New York Jets. The Jets pretty much hit me up, said they were interested. I was one of the guys they wanted to bring in, but it never really materialized. So from there, I just kept pursuing, and then I just kept playing. And then at about 29ish, I kind of just shut it down. I'm the type of guy. One of my favorite players all the time was Barry Sanders. So I kind of already retire young, stay healthy, retire in your prime. I kind of was already thinking like that.
Was it hard transitioning, I guess, from the pros to outdoor to indoor?
Initially, yes, because the indoor game is a lot faster than the outdoor game. It's more timing and it's fast paced. It's a high motion guy coming in motion every play. So some leagues, it used to be 2 high motions at the same time. So it's really, really fast paced. It's a faster game. Everything happens faster. They force you to develop faster. But I will say this, first time I played indoor and then I got back to playing outdoor, outdoor was extremely easy. When I say easy, I mean like
I can imagine.
I mean like it was really slow. It was a really slow pace compared to indoor. So I kind of was like slow motion. I could see things develop way faster because I play indoor.
So what did you get any nicknames? Was Dr. Trap from the arena, or is that something that you picked up later on?
That I picked up Dr. Trap later on from coaching. From my playing days, my nickname was Trap Island. My first year playing arena ball, 2011, I was playing for a guy named Paul Council down in the Maryland area. He was the head coach of the team, and he was the head coach and the team's owner. And like I said, that first year I went crazy. I had 9 interceptions. I ran about 3 back, and that's the first guy that started calling me Trap Island. I kind of liked it. It stuck ever since then.
Yeah. Did you? I'm sure you did very well on the arena teams. Did you get any like awards? Were you on any of the championship teams at all?
Oh, I did. I won. I did. I was fortunate enough to win 1 championship in my playing career, but it was for outdoor. I was playing for the York Generals up here in York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard of them. I never got a
crazy
chance
season in 20. Yes, sir. It was the Generals only lasted about 2 years. I played the second year, 2016. We had a really good season. I think we ended up going like 12-2 or something like that. We won the league championship. I got defensive MVP of the league championship game, 2 interceptions on 2 targets. And then we went down to Florida for the national championship. And we was able to win the national championship down there as well.
So is that then, I guess maybe this is how you transitioned into coaching? I notice here you have many years of coaching under your belt.
Yes, sir. So I'm the type of guy who always kind of throw it ahead. So after, I'm going to say when I was about 25, 24-ish, I started thinking about kind of halfway through my playing career, I started thinking about what's next. So when I was 25 was a pivotal year for me because at 25, that was my first year coaching ever. And it was my first year becoming a personal trainer as well. So I've been doing both ever since then. And coaching is it's a different feeling now. Coaching probably gives me, I'm coaching in the Dover, Pennsylvania area, pretty much the York, Pennsylvania area. That's like southern Pennsylvania. I coach youth and I coach high school out this way. I coached a few years down in Virginia as well, Southern Virginia. I was coaching high school varsity football down there.
Yeah. Do you have any philosophy when it comes to like offensive or defensive coaching?
Yes. Right now I'm in my first year as a head coach. So when it comes to offense, I like to put defenses in the bind. I got my start as a defensive coordinator, so I understand. I got my start as a DB coach that developed to a defensive coordinator that developed to a head coach. So I understand how to put a defense in a bind, how to put them in a tight spot and keep them in that spot and I understand that pretty much what the options are when they're in that bind.
Yeah, well, you
I pretty
always
much
hear
just break
the
them from there.
defenses win you championships, right?
Yes, sir. Defense win you championships.
So
Offense win you games.
So how's your offensive philosophy feel in that way?
Oh, well, shoot, the same type of deal where I'm really, if I had to really explain it, that saying probably isn't the perfect saying for me as a head coach.
Right.
But offensively, I am very aggressive. I run a no huddle, fast paced offense. Pretty much run the ball. We hand signals, audibles. It's a beautiful thing to see. 3 games so far. We scored 21,
Is that with
35, and 38.
Is that with youth ball?
Yes, sir.
The kids learn can do the no huddle and the quick signals like that. They learn fast.
Yes, sir. My kids picked it up. I mean, it's all about the coaching, the practice, and how you go about teaching. I know my background as a personal trainer kind of helps me a lot with understanding kids and how to teach. Every kid different, but it's pretty complex stuff. And I coach 10-year-olds and 14-year-olds right now, and they both doing really well with it. My 10-year-olds are exceptional with it.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm gonna have to get out. I mean, I was out to see a couple of the games. The youngs. I played youth myself, but I've been mostly photographing the big leagues and stuff like that. But I was looking here too at your education. You talked here about training. You've got close to a dozen personal training certificates. I mean, you're a master trainer, personal trainer, kinesiology, strength and conditioning, sports nutrition, health coach, advanced wellness, weight loss, balance, stretch and flexibility, group fitness, and CPR. Man, when did you have time to learn all that stuff?
Shoot, well, I'm the type of guy where I'm a lifetime learner. I believe in efficiency. I believe that everybody has the same amount of hours in a day. It's about how you go about it. I'll come back to efficiency. Efficiency is everything to me. I feel like I can do so much stuff because I understand efficiency. I'm going to put a certain amount of time to XYZ per day, and I'll be able to make accomplishments like that. And it worked for me. So I just stay with it.
I'm sure with your playing background and everything you probably learned, most of that probably came to you second nature. You just had to go out and get the certificate and do some performing of it, right?
Yes, sir. Pretty much before I started personal training officially at 25. I became a certified personal trainer at 25. But I was kind of already just helping a couple people out football-wise, maybe a year or two before that. So I kind of already knew what I wanted to do. As far as a personal trainer, I knew I wanted to be a trainer at about 20. I didn't figure out how to go about it until about 24, 25, and then I actually went about it from there.
Okay. With all that going on, man, there's just so much that you're a multifaceted individual here. You're also into music, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am an executive producer over at Street Kings Productions.
Yeah, and you were just helping with a gentleman, I guess, Shoe to God. We just released, I guess, a single out or something.
Yes, sir. Shoe to God is my older cousin, actually. He's a beast, man. He's a monster. He's recently signed to the label. He's one of the guys that helped me get started in music for the most part. I already knew my cousin was a beast at rapping, and I was around a lot of people that was really good at rapping. So I kind of just, when I got into it, I kind of reached out to my big cousin, and he introduced me to a producer out in California named DJ Big GE, and me and him became really tight. That's my guy. We pretty much, that's my music partner. I'm the executive producer, and he's the producer over everything we do. We make all our beats. If to give you an idea, I'm kind of like the DJ Khaled, DJ drama, and he's more like the Dr. Dre.
Cool. So what's next for you guys? Do you have any more coming out, or?
Yes, sir. We are releasing a single. We just released with Shoe and Rolling Shoe to God featuring DJ Big GE and myself, the Trap King. Rockin' and Rollin' came out, I believe the 21st of last month. We have a new single coming out called Slick, Shoot a God, featuring DJ Big G.
Yeah. Can you go back what you were talking? You were cutting out a little bit, so I'm not sure if that would come up here on our interview. Can you go back to tell me what you were coming up with new here?
Yeah. Yes. We have a new single coming out on May the 1st called Slick with Shoot a God featuring DJ Big G and the Trap King. Pretty much we finishing up an album. We have an album coming out that we're going to be announcing soon, and we just rolling like that. We're attacking it. Shoot a God is hungry here, up and coming artist. I'm an up and coming executive producer, and we just getting at it like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. The last song that had a couple of songs actually. I'm not really into big music, but yeah, they were really great. What's next for you, or anything else besides the music, football training coming up in your future?
Yes. I'm pretty much just pursuing all of my goals, pursuing all of my passions. I'm just gonna keep pushing. Keep pushing this head coaching job. My passion is youth football is my passion, and high school football is my passion. So I'm just pretty much my first time as a head coach. So I'm coaching 2 teams in one to get my coaching experience up, so I can keep applying for high school jobs, high school head coaching jobs. I had about 10 high school head coaching interviews over this past offseason. All of them went really well. The biggest thing I got back was my resume. My resume is really good. I interviewed really well. I just need some more head coaching experience. So I'm just going to attack it like that. Keep pursuing all my goals.
Yeah, and you seem like a person that has the drive and the set the goals and things like that will help you succeed in the future. Here with us at LockedIN Magazine, we're going to get some pictures of you guys and the kids playing, and help them out a little bit, because they are the next generation of the future of the sports and anything else in the world here that you guys can give back to them. So I appreciate you stopping here and talking with us for a little while. If ever you need anything, please holler at us and we'll get back with you, okay?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Rick.
Take care. I think we'll
appreciate you, Jonathan, too, as well.
We'll do.
I'll take it easy.
Take care. We'll see you later.